Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Keeper Tree, and today I'm here with Empire Total War, but not as a Let's Play. This is actually a, just interesting battles from my darthmod campaign, as France. Right now I do not remember who I'm up against, but I called it, the Battle of Gettysburg, and when I got in I realized that it was probably a little bit of a similarity between the two, and that's why I named it, because the majority of my army is stationed behind a stone wall. I'm triple speeding while the game is being set up by myself. There is another interesting battle I have that I would like to call the Battle of Fredericksburg, because I am basically up on a hill, and Saxony, who attacked my capital in like the 11th turn, and I play on hard difficulty, which isn't really that hard for some reason. Maybe I'm just a noob. But anyways, the battle started, and yeah, so... Whoa, it's so low. There we go. Alright, sorry, that was me, like, screwing with my mic, So yeah, I am fighting Hanover here. And, I found this really fun. I liked this, a lot. I thought, so right now you're wondering, well, where's the fun in this if it's one unit? They're all coming over here. Lots of them. Sorry about that. I just had to check something really quickly behind me. Something fell and it scared the crap out of me. So yeah, this is Hanover. They will have cannons as well, just not as many, but they will have more cavalry. So yeah, this is my defensive line. It's a little screwed. I've mainly got my force along the stone wall here. Here, and then this open field here, and then the stone wall here is my extreme left, which doesn't really come under attack until the end of the game, basically, which is, I guess, a good thing. But these guys are just being decimated by artillery fire. My cavalry, by the way, is just kind of sitting in reserve, which I don't really remember because this was a couple weeks ago. Sorry. I'm probably gonna cut that out. But yeah, so firing into the first of the Hanoverian cavalry. We break them easily. They're not really much of a fight. Next, though, these guys broke, and they only lost 2 guys, but they broke. So, but see now the rest of the Hanover army is coming onto the battlefield. I've got some of my cannons firing on their cannons that are coming on in an attempt to take less casualties. So now they're kind of just reforming. Not really much is going to happen here, so I'll be back when... Ooh, I gotta see this though. I don't know if that hits anything important. No, not really. Okay, so I will be back when a big fight happens. Right now it's just kind of bombing each other. Okay, so I'm back now, and the first of the Hanoverian, I don't know what the national thing is called. Oh, hey DJ, but they're coming onto the field, and more of their cavalry is assaulting the stone wall. This is basically my center and my extreme right in the same area, but I don't think it'll really matter that much, because they do attack all along here. And you'll notice that this is kind of a weird setup. I like to form in straight lines and stuff, and I didn't really have the opportunity to do that here. So these guys, I think, do get there for a little bit. Yeah, they do get to my lines, and I didn't notice it because I was just watching my cannons attack the enemy down here, who now has brought up 2 units of cannonry, but are still bringing on units onto the field. And I mean, this just like they're hitting me with cavalry ahead of time, and this was my biggest concern. If I could take out their cavalry, I could win the battle. I'm playing on hard difficult. I think I might have already said that. I'm playing on hard. I don't know if I already said that. I can't really remember. But yeah. Not really sure what to say. Like, we're shooting people. We're shooting more people. More people are being shot. Horses are dying, you know. But I couldn't really. I don't know why these guys. I tried to get them to come up and like here, but they wouldn't. So those guys just kind of stayed there. So I had to form my wall up into a square to just avoid the Gendarmerie rush here. The good news is we routed their Reuter regiment and broke the Legion Britannique foot. I'm probably butchering some of these names, but this is like the 17th, or I think it's actually like turn 22 of the game. So neither of us have volley fire yet, which is, if you haven't seen darthmod, it is completely devastating to units. So more units of enemy soldiers are still coming onto the field. Of course, now they're getting down to like their reserves, like county militia and stuff like that. But they have 3 artillery batteries, except one is shattered, and 2 more are coming up onto the field. That's what all my artillery is shooting at. So you'll see that they're kind of starting to form a battle line as they advance up, but it's not really that effective. And this guy is pretty ballsy. Well, okay. I didn't even notice these guys earlier. Oh, they're gonna get screwed. But we're not. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now this army is pretty elite. It's only been in about 2 or 3 engagements and has gotten quite a few chevron units. I know that this 10E Flanders later on in my campaign, right now while I'm recording this, has I think 4 or 5 chevrons. I think at one point it might have had the chevron and a star. I think that's what I meant by 5 chevrons. I don't know like how many chevrons there are on top of it, but I know it got to the star. But I got into a recent fight with the Polish Commonwealth that it kind of lowered my numbers a bit. So here I am, I'm trying to reform this line because the cavalry did kill quite a few of my Frenchmen defending. This is where the 10E Flanders gets a lot of their experience. You'll see that they're just going to come out onto the field kind of one at a time and just kind of get shot down as they do it. So we're kind of just following in these guys who are charging my wall, I believe. Well, they were. They're getting shot pretty badly. Yeah, basically point blank, and then they have to break. Again, sorry for the Steam notifications. I mean, whatever, like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's necessary to shut them off. I don't have a big enough audience to really be, like, worried about it. But, they are trying to form up. And they have brought all of their units onto the field, and they have 1 artillery battery left now. But they still have a lot of units on the field. I do believe I outnumbered them, which is why it's even more similar to the Battle of Gettysburg. You'll see here that I decided to bring these guys off of the extreme left into the center here along this wall because I thought they were going to try and break in through here and flank my whole line. But I do not think that actually happens. I'm not sure. So let's just get a look at this wall here. Ooh, 13 frames. The smoke really kills really kills the frames in this game. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to record this part, but I mean I did make a machinima and I was able to, so I mean I think it should be okay. Yeah, so now some of my cannons will probably start firing on the enemy, but you see they got really close to breaking through if it wasn't for this other unit of reserve that I kept in position, which was the second half of the 10E. So all of these guys just mass routed and kind of broke. The only thing that didn't break, surprisingly enough, was militia, which is going to make their attempt now. And see, they're kind of hitting down towards my right now. So here comes the 19th Regiment of Foot Line Infantry. Oh, by the way, if you guys do want to see more of this, send me a message, and I'll name a regiment after you, I guess. I mean, hey, I don't care. Just if I get it killed, that's not my problem. Just saying. Because I'm still going to treat you like a regular line. There's not going to be any special privileges. So, I mean, right now I do have the Republican Guard, so if you want to be a Republican Guard, you better have subscribed. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. Just tell me what, French unit you would want to be, and then, yeah, I will make you them, that your regiment. So you'll see I kind of filled in the gap here because I thought they are moving along my flank now. And I thought they were going to try and charge, but this is not exactly like historically accurate to Gettysburg because they didn't exactly really melee my lines that much. Although here I do take some casualties. You can see some of my guys are falling, but a few of theirs fall too. Just because of, actually, is that volley fire? When did I get, I guess I do have volley fire, okay. Oh, right, it was the other one I didn't, sorry, see, I don't really remember that well. But, oh, so here we go, they did charge right here, and then they ran. The AI is kind of iffy at certain times, most times it's okay. Like here it's good, it gets in and then realizes it breaks, so. But they are charging, so maybe this is like Gettysburg where they do try and break through. This is where they have the most success with this unit that tried to charge. And then they all end up routing again. So down here you have a regiment of line infantry that's just kind of chilling. All of their artillery is destroyed, I believe, except for one or two batteries. Sorry about this up here. If you do want me to take that off, go ahead and yell at me because I don't really think it matters. So I mean, oh, so good. We do have volley fire. That's nice. So I mean, just look at the carnage. This is just a good example of my tactical superiority over the AI on hard, right? Because that just makes me so good at this game. So over here, nothing's really happening, but down here is where all of the enemy got routed, except for this one unit of county militia and another unit of county militia. All of these guys rout, and I do think some of them come back at a later date and time. But these guys are going to get shot up a lot. I do know that. I love the battle music in this. This is great. And it shuts it off right as I get there. Awesome. But yeah, they're gonna try and just push straight at the guys in the open to try and inflict casualties. Some of their units have come back. Most units back here though do not, because I am bombing them with my artillery, which has now been freed up because all of the enemy cannons have been destroyed. At this time I do have like 3 colleges, so I am able to research a lot. So the militia breaks no problem. Next up we have the 10th Regiment of Foot that kind of forms up and is going to chill here for a second. I'm not really sure what it will do. It's probably going to wait for the other line infantry to show up that did come back. But again, see, not a lot of this is coming back because my artillery is focused on it. Yep, there was a bomb that just went off there. So this is basically, they're really trying to push along my line, but they just don't have the morale. They just keep constantly breaking. That over here where they got across my line was basically where they had the most success with infantry. Like their cavalry got in, but that's okay. So these guys are gonna come under fire, and not really. I don't think they do much. Yeah, they don't. They're just getting volleyed. So yeah, they're done. Bye. Now you'll see though that these guys are very persistent, and they have come back once again and are pushing over to my extreme left here. But I mean, let's just take a look at the carnage from above. I just think that's what I like about darthmod, is it's easier to run on computers. Like, my computer can handle it fine. Oh yeah, these guys get hammered by their artillery too. So that guy has returned, and this guy have returned again. They keep coming back. I'm probably gonna edit out the part where they're just kind of running up here. But you'll see I make a maneuver to try and just set my guy straight along this wall to deal with the regiment of foot. And not only are we behind a wall, we are up a hill. So it will definitely give us somewhat of an advantage. Although I do not think I stay behind the wall, because for some reason they can shoot farther than me. In this area, I think they can just hit over here, and I can't shoot. So yeah, they bring up their two last remaining lines, and my cannons are still shooting out there. They're gonna fire a couple volleys, I believe, and then I am gonna advance, realizing that I can't shoot back. Why? Because, well, I couldn't tell you. You'll see that they're gonna shoot. I think I was the first regiment to get volley fire, so yeah, I see. I just tried to give the order to fire right there, and nothing happened. So what I did was I eventually stood my guys up, and I accidentally made a huge mistake and double-clicked and ordered everybody to, but then they saw that and advanced. So let's go see them. Hello guys, how are you? So I mean, they don't have volley fire. Hanover doesn't have a. I didn't declare this war, by the way. I don't ever declare wars because I like to build up my infrastructure before I do declare wars. So yeah, I think they are. We did actually get to stay behind the wall. They take a ton of casualties on this flank here. Yeah, they do not have a good time. I think I do eventually leave the wall, because only like a certain, like, it's just not doing enough, and it's only hitting this certain area right here. As you can see, only all of their guys are dropping over here. And what I'm looking for is along the whole line in order to get out of that. Although I do think, no, that's just another regiment of foot. I'd rather show you this because I found this to be more interesting, because they were firing uphill, and guys who are behind a wall. Oh yeah, I brought up my cavalry for like the first time ever, who killed a couple of my guys by accident, because I still have yet to realize the cavalry will run over your guys and not give a shit, because they are on horses that weigh a shit ton, and they don't really care if there's a dude in front of them. So yeah, here we go. We'll advance. So this battle is basically over. I'm having these guys charge the line infantry in the forest. I think we take a couple casualties. Not enough, though, to really stop the charge. I did try to stop it and thought about firing, but then I said, you know what, screw it. Let's just go for it. So we bring up the. I wonder if I can insert. No, I can't. That. Yeah, so these guys are going to charge in. I do have the socket bayonet and the advanced model bayonet drill, and I do not believe these guys have the advanced model bayonet drill. So the enemy general gets killed right here, and well, this is the end of the battle. So And I do believe I end up chasing these guys. But this is the end of the battle. Yeah, that was me saying to continue the fight right there. So that was my first interesting battle. The next one will be what I call Fredericksburg, because I am up on a high position, even higher than this one, outside of Paris, defending from Saxony. But look at those angry Frenchmen chasing those guys down. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry, my commentary was a little weak. I don't really know how like what you would want to see more of me saying about this, because I mean I think it's kind of self-explanatory. I'll try to cover what my idea was for this stuff, but yeah. So that was the Battle of Gettysburg. In my opinion, this is obviously not the real Gettysburg, because if you wanted to see that, you could watch a Civil War Let's Play. But I mean, in the Napoleonic era, this would definitely be Gettysburg. And I know you're asking, well, if this is turned 17, why do you have this flag? Oh, I incited the revolution myself by just raising the taxes to a ballsy amount, and then just only letting France pay the tax. So, yeah. I will see you at the Battle of Fredericksburg. Thanks for watching, guys.